Okay, so this one right here is another my friendship with topic, and in this case, I'm going to bring up my friendship with Rico. That's right, Rico. Once upon a time, my classmate from a few of my graphic design classes. He also majored in graphic design, and then he got me the job that I'm still working at to this day, which is, we were both graphic artists. He was the lead graphic artist, right? And we worked together for a couple years, and he moved on to advance his career as a graphic designer. I know he's jumped ship like several times since he left this dump, and yes, he's advancing, but man, it's like the most he's ever stayed in a company, like, since he left, was it 2 years? He worked at Caravan Canopy. I remember he told me, because I think that one right there was 2 years, and then after that, since then, it's been either almost 2 years or a year, or just even less than a year. So that's right now. I don't know what he's doing. I know he's working and all that, but I don't know if he's at a different job again. You know what I mean? So anyways, Rico and I have gone through a lot of ups and downs, and that's more so when we were working together. I'm not gonna say too much. All I know is that we had that one really awkward misunderstanding after we did the Centerpoint project. That was one of the special projects that we did, and after that, it was just, I didn't understand his reaction, but nevertheless, we just did not talk. We did not talk for, what was it now, like February, March, April, May, like damn near 4 months, and then we started becoming cool again, sometime in June, and then from there, all was good, right? So, but regardless, we still had to work together. Yeah, he was getting me to learn more stuff, more in design, more, I remember the first time I worked on one of the magazine ads when he was on, what do you call that? Fraternity leave. Yeah, because I remember his daughter was born around then, at the time that I did one of the magazine ads for the first time. It was ENX, and it was it wasn't that hard, but then it was like I had to go through all the grind of the conversion process, and eventually started learning the rest, which was image source, and then I think with Locator I did it after he was gone, but I can vaguely remember. But for the most part, Rico was that guy that just pushed me, even when we were classmates. Obviously he has tons more graphic design experience than I do. Let's just get that out of the way for a second. I remember he told me he won a national Photoshop award in Vegas or something like that. That was so he has a whole lot to his resume, and he told me he used to work for a government, and he's very, very, very experienced in the graphic design field. Yes, this is the same dude that told me that per our last conversation, or the last few conversations, that I gotta study, I gotta learn UI UX design, because most companies are needing that. And it is true what he said, therefore I'm doing it. And you know, it's yeah, I'm still in the process myself. I just haven't got the full knowledge of that yet, because I still got to learn prototyping and some other things that are associated with UI UX design, right? So he told me about that there, and I noted it. And I remember the other conversation, I was doing a blog on it yesterday about some of the key statements that he told me, as far as like, you know, I gotta have a talk with myself, I gotta improve as a graphic designer, you know, looking to revamp my portfolio and resume using these portfolio sites like what is it, like Wix, Squarespace, WordSpace, and just you know, building a portfolio basically, and you know, just I gotta really take myself seriously if I want to advance as a designer, this and that. I mean, he's gone through a whole lot more than I ever have. I mean, my graphic design knowledge is, as I said in that blog yesterday, I haven't finished it yet, but it's like, if I gotta go by the amount, it's probably like a little less than a quarter, because all I'm learning in there is knowing how to use InDesign, like the basic tools and all that, and there really isn't any creativity involved. I mean, just very less creativity, or let's just say, like, for the sake of just doing projects, like anything creative. I think I've only done like one or two that's creative, but even then, a lot of it was just pure layout design, and I was able to input some creativity, like, but the fact of the matter is, I'm not doing anything creative there, like fully creative. Yes, I'm inputting some creativity into some of the projects that I've done, but for the most part, I haven't really done anything creative to add to my portfolio, like, except for like the seasonal flyers. Yeah, the seasonal flyers I've done like the last couple of years. Yeah, those are the only ones that are creative, you know. But yeah, it's just not enough. And yeah, well, as far as where I stand with my friendship with Rico, man, it's look, man, like I said, he got me through the grind, like in our 2 years working together, or let's just say almost 2 years, right? He just really pushed me to disciplining me to become a better worker, and obviously, because it is my first time in an office job like that in general, and even in a supposed career job that only pays me $17.75, for Christ's sake. That man, like, you really call that a career job? Yeah, I'm a supposed quote-unquote graphic artist, even though I'm not doing so much shit right now that I used to do. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is still the same old from like years ago. So I'm not learning anything anymore. And you know, like I said, I've been falling behind as a graphic designer. Look how far Rico has gone. Yeah, I haven't talked to him like all year long. The last time we talked, I think it was like in December, I think it was like in December. You know, he was asking me how I'm doing with my job hunting, and also if I'm still learning UI UX design. And we haven't talked since. I'm assuming he has got a new phone again. Probably forgot to put my number in there, but who knows? But yeah, dude, I mean, for the most part, our friendship is still there. It's just, you know, I mean, I know he's a family man, and, you know, he's got a very busy life. I don't know if we'll get a chance to meet again, you know. But I remember even when after he left that dump, like, I don't know, our dump or my dump that's still working there. I'm still working there, but he was asking me how I'm doing with my job hunting, you know. And I know that I myself am to blame for, like, not really taking advantage a lot sooner, right? Of my job hunting prior to the pandemic. And had that been the case, I would have been out of there as well. And even Rico, like a lot of these people, like Ted and Paula, and they're all telling me, hey, you need to find a better job, man. Because he asked me how much I'm getting paid, and I told him. And yeah, of course he was going to be surprised. You need to find a better job. You got to use your degree, man. You got to up your game plan. And it's like, man, he even thought like Anna would pay way more than that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that may be the case, but still, like, nobody in that dump gets paid enough. Okay? Nobody gets paid enough. Look at the latest person to leave is Lagos, and some other girl, Mariana or whatever her name is. Yeah, she was only there for a couple months. And yeah, I mean, it's like everyone's got a normal mindset as far as how they perceive that dump. I'm talking about the ones who left. They know. This is the same dude that told me the upper management is just all about excuses. Hell, the company president is all about excuses. Does not give fair treatment to his own employees. He treats them like slaves, man. And the fact that our air conditioning, I heard the new part is supposed to come in today. Well, they better come in because I wasn't able to do my shit yesterday. After I came home, I was like mentally burnt out. The guy said it on the news. If you're indoors and you don't have the cold air in there, that can affect you. I mean, it can bring damage to your system. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just like the fans that we're using. I just wish somebody had thought to just literally, thought about renting something like in my mom's office. They got like a big old tube thing that's connected to some machine, and it blows out like good old air, quality air. Compared to our fans, well, that's what you get when we got a cheap motherfucker like him that's not willing to invest in like the betterment of this dump, or even paying his employees. Hell, look, with the tariffs in effect, why is everyone still being paid the current minimum wage, $16.50, $17 an hour? But some of these other places are getting paid like $20 an hour. Look at the fast food places, $20 an hour last year. Tourism, soon to be $28 an hour. With all these price hikes and all that, why can't we all be paid $20 an hour? It's why I lost all objectivity for that damn place. There's no hope for that place, man. Even like somebody like Rico, who's only been there for 2 years, man. It's like, I mean, I applaud him for leaving, knowing that he knows, and he's seen it way before I did, the excuses of this goddamn management and him. So, yes, our friendship is still there for the most part. He's gonna keep, he's gonna like, well, I don't know if he still has my number, but hell, he'll ask me. I mean, if I get a chance, if I get a new job, I'll let him know. Yeah, I got a new job, and he'll be like, hey, I remember when he asked me to when he helped me with updating my resume before he got me the job. It was like I remember the phrase that he said. Like, he was like, "Oh yeah, jackpot! It's about time, Jay. This and that." I want that kind of response for him, and when the moment I get a new job. But when is that gonna happen? I haven't even had a chance to look over my research from ChatGPT, and that of the jobs that I that I listed, the job listings of the non-graphic design ones. It's like, bro, I mean, I haven't even had a chance to look at anything. The fact that it's been so damn busy, and that, come on, man. I mean, I don't mind being busy, but the fact of the matter is, I'm still paid that low. I mean, you gotta be kidding me with this. It's just ridiculous, man. I'm pretty much on my own at this point because I know what to do basically, but as far as advancing my career, but then it's like I've said it in my past videos, I'm way behind, and I got to do all this self-teaching. The fact that I'm still in this dump, it's just been all I'm dealing with is just more problems. At one point it was like internet issues. At one point it was a Thanksgiving potluck, but then the internet was down all day. And then we got the AC problem. This never happened before. When all these other people that used to work here that left, So, how much more of this bullshit I got to deal with? I'm just tired of it, man. Because the longer I stay here, I'm going to be facing nothing more than more problems than actual changes for the better. I've said that before many, many times. And look how far Rico has gone. Yes, he's jumped to a bunch of jobs, but when I look at his portfolio site and his resume, he's got a whole lot more than I ever have. But yeah, man, our friendship is still there for the most part. He's going to keep motivating me, That ain't going to change, He wants to see me improve. He's got these long messages, as far as like how to better myself as a graphic designer. Because that's what I got to focus on, man. So, yeah, I got to thank Rico for getting me that job. And, he's just we balled a few times, right? And so it's like I thanked him for getting me this job. But then, at the same time, I know he feels what I'm feeling. I got to get the hell out of there. He even said it himself. A lot of the people that left told me the same shit. I gotta get it out of there. I need to get out of here. I've been wanting to get out of here. But when is that gonna happen? So I don't know, man. Like, I guess when I do get a new job, I'll finally tell him. But I don't know if he's ever gonna message me at this point. But yeah. So before I close this, I did this friendship topic with me and Rico, and today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Rico. And also shout out to Trinetta, former close work friend. Happy birthday to her as well. So happy birthday, Rico. Yeah, man, our friendship will definitely still continue. At this point, you'll just keep a lookout for me as far as like, hey, do you got a new job yet? That's how far it can go. If I gotta ask for more advice, I'll definitely ask him, because he's the guy that's known a whole lot, has done a whole lot of graphic design more than I ever have. You know what I mean? I know Dario is another guy, Amanda, our other former classmates, but and friends as well. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and y'all have a nice day. And I better not suffer in there, because I'm expecting it. So peace. I'm out.